Welcome back to the Long Distance Siblings podcast.
That's Ellie Trevison,
That's Annie Trevison.
and we are long distance siblings making it work across the miles.
We're always in each other's ears, and now we're in yours.
Let's get into it. I've been dying to know, how's California?
California has seen me go through a tough week, as you know.
Me and California know, yes.
Yes. But there have been some positives, so I thought I'd talk about those.
Well,
Starting with, I voted on November 4th, and the things I voted for passed. Whoop whoop.
yes!
Prop 50 and Measure A have both passed. Prop 50 redistricts our state, and Measure A puts money back into healthcare because
Amazing.
Trump took it away. And
Boo.
boo hiss. So that was a really exciting, positive thing in
Amazing.
my week. Um,
Congrats.
the next thing that was positive this week for me is that I picked up my minoxidil.
Oh, amazing. That's huge. That's great news.
And I have been taking it for 2 days. So
How you feeling?
look out, people. The next time I'm on camera, I may have a full head of hair.
You do have a full head of hair. You do have a full head of hair.
Well, thank
Um,
you.
I was wondering what was more luscious about your hair.
Really?
No.
I don't think you start seeing results until about 3 months in.
Well, I was actually going to ask if you've been seeing any results just from the placebo effect because I know that's a strong effect.
Yes. I mean, honestly, I'm feeling good about my hair today.
Yeah,
I
it looks great.
Thank you. I put a little braid in one side, but it's parted in the middle. And I was going to ask you, do you think that it looks like a hairstyle or does it look like I forgot to braid the left side?
No, it looks like a hairstyle.
Thank you. Okay, because that's what I was going for. I thought it looked
Yeah.
good, but I thought I should ask you for your professional opinion.
Professionally speaking, it looks like a hairstyle.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying growing out my hair. I do need to get it trimmed because it's been a while, but who has money for that is my question. So
Not me.
I'll either trim it myself or save up a little bit, but I'm excited to have more hairs to grow out soon.
Amazing.
So yeah, my head is, growing new little hairs as we speak. And my eyeballs have been taking in some fun content that I wanted to share. Um,
Do tell. Your eyeballs.
my
What?
eyeballs, they've been watching The Way Home on Netflix, which is a slightly cheesy but fun Hallmark show. I do want to ask the viewers, though, anyone who does watch this show, do you find Kat, one of the main characters, as insufferable as I do? Literally, every time she opens her mouth, I'm like, here we go again.
What is cat like?
Kat has a really hard time seeing anyone else's perspective. Let me start with that.
Ah, this is why you hate her.
She's so annoying. She has a mom and a daughter who both have valid opinions, who both have like full lives, but she thinks that everything revolves around her and her opinions and her perspective. She also has this like really long-suffering childhood best friend who's in love with her, who like puts up with all of her shit as well. And she keeps like going over and over the same things. And I'm like, Kat, we've been here. We've done this already. Like, try something new. She has like a good reason though. I don't know how much I should say in case people want to watch it. I don't want to do too many spoilers, but
They're fine. They can skip this part.
okay, yeah, skip ahead if you don't want any spoilers. Basically, I mean, her motivation is she wants to save her little brother, who is like trapped in the 1800s. So that's fair. Like,
Oh, it's a time traveler story.
it
Of
is.
love those.
Yes.
Fun.
Yes. It's actually
Okay.
very, very intriguing. They've had
I
me
might get
hooked.
into this.
Honestly, I think you would like it. Every single ending of every episode, I have been riveted. Like there have been a couple nights where I've had a hard time going to bed because I'm like,
I
I
love
have to find
those.
out what happens next. It's
Yes.
also just like a really cozy setting. It's a coastal town in Canada.
Say
So
less. Say less.
the other show that I have been into is Agatha All Along, which I know I'm late to the party. I think it came out last year, but
Oh,
I've
bro,
been
that's not late.
okay. But I've been watching it with my friend. She's been coming over and we've been having some cozy movie nights, and it's a great show. It's a witchy show.
Love. Okay.
Yeah.
Would I like it?
Yes, I think you would
Okay.
like it a lot.
Okay,
Yes.
great.
Um, I have realized from this show that I want to be in a coven. Like
Yeah, I can see
that
that.
it's so fucking cool.
Honestly, I could see you being the matriarch of the coven, like creating your own coven. Because I feel like some covens you'd have an issue with, and you would need to branch off and do your own.
What do you think I'd have an issue with?
I think that it wouldn't be inclusive enough. I think you would need it to be as inclusive as you could possibly be.
Hmm. Everyone can be a witch. You can be a witch. You can be a witch. Come on, witches.
Correct.
Let's all do witchy
Correct.
stuff.
Correct. Everybody needs to be a witch. Yeah,
If they want to be.
correct. My point exactly.
Well, what I think what's really cool, actually, just to jump in here, is there is a teenage boy in it who is a witch.
Yeah,
That's
totally.
cool as fuck.
Yeah,
Because why
you're like my favorite
not?
boy witch, girl witch, they witch,
Absolutely. Witches of all backgrounds.
twitch. I feel like your coven would need to not be too based around the magic of it all. Like it would be like it'd be like coven for fun, coven for community. Not you wouldn't want to be like spell heavy, I would imagine.
Yeah.
And then this obviously the spells would need to be ethical. You couldn't like, blood of a pig. Did the pig give the blood consensually?
That's a good point. When I was talking to my friend, she asked me what spell I would want to cast, and I was like, well, could we do one to bring back food stamps?
It's exactly right. Exactly right. I know you.
I guess I wouldn't be so into like the more vengeful heavy spells. And
Exactly.
there is
No revenge. You'd have like a clause in the coven contract
a
where you don't
clause.
you don't use any of your witchy spells for bad, only for good. And
Right.
that you would have to define what good means. No
Mm.
revenge.
Well, but these days, like, I don't know, I'm more into people having autonomy to do what they're gonna do. So I don't know. I don't know if I'd want to have a clause in my coven.
Hmm.
But it probably would make me really uncomfortable if my fellow witches were doing a bunch of vengeful shit. So I don't know. Hmm. Yeah, maybe I would want to be part of a coven where we're like witches in vibes. We're like
No, that yes, that's exactly what I was
witchy
saying.
vibes.
Like we're just like
We're just
witches.
vibing.
Yes, yes.
Like witches. You know what I mean?
I feel like you would think your way out of doing anything witchy, and it would just end up being like a hang, a friend's hang, and you
A
guys just
hang.
call each other.
God, I love a hang. I feel like with our witchy vibes, we would be taking care of plants. We would be doing some painting, dancing under the moon around a fire. I mean that's pretty witchy, is it not?
It
Vibe-wise.
all just sounds like a queer hang on a Saturday night. Like honestly.
Yeah. Maybe I don't really want to be a witch. I just want to be
Yeah.
like a witchy person in a community that's sort of coven-like.
Queer. You're queer. You are
Yeah. Okay.
already
I
done.
guess I kind of have this with my queer soccer team already.
Yeah. I think you just
Okay,
want to hang out more.
I think I do. But anyways, those are my two content recommendations for this week.
Which one should I start with?
You said it's raining, right?
Yeah.
Start with The Way Home. It's cozy.
Ooh. Oh my God. I Thank you. I need something cozy because tangent. I've been watching Selling Sunset, and I gotta tell you, like the drama's not. It's just like I hate this. This is not fun. I think
Interesting.
my tolerance for drama is like dwindling, and it's not fun anymore to watch. So
Wow.
I need a new kind of comfort thing, and like, oh man, witchy, homey, time travelery. That sounds great. Both sound really lovely. Yeah,
Yay! I'm so excited. I never have like content to recommend to you that I think you're gonna
I
like.
know.
So
I
this is
know.
exciting. Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Usually I
very
recommend things and then Annie's like, no, it's just not enough. I need more.
yeah, pizzazz. No, I know. Yeah, I feel like the more interesting my life gets, the more mellow I want my content to be.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Historically, reality TV has been my jam, as you
Mhm.
know.
Yes.
And yeah, lately I've just been like, it's just not hitting. Love is
Mhm.
Blind sucked. Selling Sunset can't even get through it. I can't tell you the last time I watched Housewife.
Wow.
Yeah, years. Not years, probably a year, but still.
Yeah. You were into it when I came to visit you last fall in Portland. Very
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was a hard time for
into
sure. Cool. Well, thank you for the recommendations. I will be watching.
Absolutely. How's
What's
New
up?
York?
Oh my God. Funny you should ask, because I have a list, because I can't remember what I was going to say. Tell Ellie for pod. Oh, okay. So, as you can tell, I have some new clothes.
Yes.
My sweatshirt, my sweats. I have like a bunch of sweaters, two pairs of jeans, a lots of tops. I'm so excited about it. That is not the news. The news is when I was at this thrift shop, my cashier was checking me out and he was like really grumpy. And usually, if someone's grumpy at the cashier, I'm like, oh, I should just not talk to them. But I was like, no, Annie, just try. He's probably not mad at you. He's just probably mad at his life. And I was like, oh, like, how long have you been working here? And he was like, 3 years. And I was like, do you like it? And he was like, yeah, like the first year and a half was great. And the second year and a half sucks. He's starting to warm up. And he was like, well, what do you do? Because I was buying a shit ton of clothes. So, like, what is what do you do? And I was like, oh, I'm a video editor, but I also have my own channel. Rather than being like, I'm trying to video edit, I'm like, I am a video editor. I am a content creator.
Yes.
And he's like, oh my gosh, that's so cool. I've always wanted to do that. Get to talking. He was like, we don't tell this to anybody, but like definitely reach out and see if you can get a stylist discount for clothes next time. Cause you can like,
What?
and he was like, and write down your channel. I want to check it out. So I
Oh
did.
my God.
Yes. I was like, cool.
That's amazing.
Yes. Yesterday, when I was editing last week's episode, there were three people who came into the coffee shop. You could tell one of them was a local and a couple were visiting. And they were like, so this is like where all the locals hang out. It's like super cute. Everyone's working. And one of them goes to me, goes, oh, cute. The content creators are here. Like, or
Oh my
they go all the influencers like talk working on their stuff.
Oh my God. Annie,
And I
I
was like,
I will never stop feeling like your life is a movie ever since you moved to New York. Like literally the things that happen to you blow my mind. That is so fucking cool.
I mean, me too. Me too. I want to be like, pull back, pull back. We haven't seen a dime yet. But
Well, but isn't that always how the movie starts?
that is exactly what I was going to say. It is always how the movie starts. She's always broke. She's always hustling. And then something happens, and then she's okay. So I'm just trying to keep that in mind. And I really, being here feels like there's a bunch of possibilities and it's possible, you know, like it just like the possibilities are uh at least whether it's me or the city or a combo of both, like I've changed, the city's changing me, the city's just cool and has possibilities, whatever it is. Yes, it feels like I don't feel like a fraud when I say that I'm a video editor and a content creator because like that's what I've been doing here
Yeah.
and it's what I want to do and just like really cool stuff. And it makes me motivated to want to go to different places to be like, "Hey, blah blah blah, collaborate in whatever way
Yeah,
possible," you know?
absolutely. You literally got called a local.
A local and an influencer.
Right. That's wild.
Okay, my second update is I had a great acting audition and a little breakthrough at in acting class. I took in a monologue that I have been not really liking. I auditioned for grad school with it a couple years ago and I hated it to the point where when I auditioned for Juilliard, I just scrapped it all together and just last minute changed my audition. I brought it in this time to work on it. At first, I was doing it regular and I would say very realist. I was doing my monologue in a very small way. My acting teacher was encouraging me to really crash out. And he was like, you know, like take it out on the furniture, take it out, like, you know, and raise the stakes of the scene towards the end. And this has been happening in acting class more and more in the last couple of weeks. Is everybody was laughing at the funny parts,
Ah.
which I know is they're supposed to, but you know, it can be hard out here sometimes when you're trying to get a laugh. But lately, I have been really experimenting with being really big on stage. Kind of like what we were talking about a couple weeks ago for context. I called Ellie and was like, "Well, how was I when I was 8 years old? What were my movements? How was I big and flamboyant and gregarious, outgoing?"
Yeah.
And a lot of this acting class has been about reconnecting to your inner child and you have the universe inside of you and it's been beaten out of you basically, but you can be anybody, you can do anything, become anybody. The time before that, I was a parrot in an improvisational scene and I was making everybody like I completely stole the scene. Everybody was cracking up and I was just you know really getting over myself and just being a total ham. So I feel like in acting class, A, I'm making these big breakthroughs, B, I'm connecting to my inner child, and C, I feel like it's been a full circle moment for me where most of my 20s I was trying to be really small and people in my life were like, wow, you're a lot or you're too much, and kind of side eyeing my dramatics.
Mhm.
And I'm really leaning into the dramatics. It's just been really fun, and I think going to behoove me in my comedy work and acting in general.
That's amazing, Annie. Can I share what your one of your childhood nicknames was?
Yes,
Relation to
yes,
humor?
yes,
Funny bones.
yes. I funny bones came up in my morning pages.
Yeah,
Yes. Where,
that's
like, I, as an adult, considered myself a dramatic actor, you know? And a
mhm,
lot of my main character roles have been dramatic. And I've just been really enjoying comedy.
yeah.
And I think my face goes well with comedy. Rather than like a, perfectly aesthetic, symmetrical bombshell woman who is gonna be a leading lady on the CW or something like that. Um, I can be the quirky best friend in anything, you know what I mean?
I immediately thought of, 27 Dresses.
1,000 and what a more fun role to play
Yes.
than the lead of 27 Dresses. I mean, how fun.
When they're in the, yoga scene and
Yes.
and she's being shushed and she's like, "There's no sign that says no talking."
Exactly.
You have also been wanting to do stand-up, and so
Yes.
I feel like that really fits in with your current the current part of your artistic journey as well.
1,000%. Yes. I have a Planned Parenthood update. So I went to the orientation for Planned Parenthood.
Mhm.
Turns out it's a 4-day work week. Turns
Mhm.
out it's not Friday through Sunday, it's Wednesday through Saturday, which would take up both of my acting days.
Oh, yeah.
Turns out there is a bonus for every ninth, 10th, 11th, 12th person you sign up and beyond. However, there is an 8-person quota where you will get written up and then potentially fired if you don't sign 8 people a week.
Wait, what? Is this a multi-level marketing thing? Like, what the
No.
fuck?
No, it's legit.
Okay.
It's a legit company, but they're a contracted company that works with these places. So they don't work they work for Planned Parenthood, but they're new canvassing experience. So
Okay.
they are a company that gets hired by do-gooder companies, nonprofits. They're all nonprofits, but it's like a nonprofit for a nonprofit rather than Planned Parenthood employee. I'm a new
Wait.
canvassing
Okay.
experience
Okay.
employee who happens to be working on the Planned Parenthood canvassing project. It is also wintertime. And so it'll be cold, it'll be rainy, come hail, sleet, snow, storm, the Pony Express is gonna get those 8 people, and if not, you get fired. And there's a training period, and you get paid at minimum wage for all of the training period, and then the first week you have to sign up 8 people, and if you don't get hired and you only get paid at the minimum wage, not at the hourly rate that the employees make.
What the hell?
So all of that to say, hell no, I'm not
Yeah.
doing it. It's not
Amazing.
for me.
Yeah,
But
wow. Oh my God. That's so stressful to have to sign up 8 people in 1 week?
I just came from sales. And I said I would never do sales again. And my commissions, mind you, were not 75 per deal that I was making. They were a percentage of the deal that I was closing, and it was much more lucrative, and I absolutely hated it. So if I
Yeah.
were to ever go back, which I said I would never, I would be going back to something that's salaried, that would actually have real commissions rather than some measly little $75 a sign up, and then you get fired if you don't reach that quota. It's
Yikes. Wow.
ridiculous.
And wouldn't you wanna be finding people that were actually into it, that actually
Yeah, and if they so say they sign up for the $25 a month, but they cancel within the first month, you don't
Mhm.
get the commission.
Ugh,
And that could affect your job. So, like, if people end up
God.
canceling, they keep a tally of all the people. Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy, crazy, crazy. The good news about that, though, is that same day that I did the orientation, I had my life coaching session with my acting teacher from Portland. And that's when I had an epiphany about video editing. And it came from making a list of, like, okay, this is what I don't want. And it
Mhm.
led to that conversation around, like, what do you feel not allowed to want? So I feel like it was still important to, like, have that as a stepping stone, and it
Yeah.
led to the next thing. So even if, say, video editing is not the thing, I feel confident it's going to lead to the next thing. And
Yes.
what I'm learning is, like, you just keep taking those steps, you know?
Yes. Part of the process.
It's part of the process. Yes.
Yeah.
I am back to being stressed about finances, but I think that it's really important to keep that mindset around, you just have to keep taking steps. You have to just keep moving and grooving, and it will happen. It takes time, and it takes hard work and dedication, and stressing about it's not necessarily going to help me. My last thing was something that we were going to talk about, which was being a lesbian.
Yeah, let's talk about it. Are you a lesbian?
Today, yes.
Nice. Should I ask you
This
again
month,
tomorrow?
this month, yes.
Okay.
Well,
Say
okay,
more.
right. So this is something that we started to talk about on the phone, and then quickly we're like, "Well, this is we got to save this for the pod." Lately, I have been really paying attention to when I feel attracted to men, and for those who are listening, that is in air quotes. And oftentimes I'm finding it's when I want validation in a group. So for example, there was like this dude who came into acting class who had really good hair, like just like almost like Pixar like curls, like and just like the thickest head of hair I've ever seen in my life. I really wanted him to like me or notice me. This is like so embarrassing, but whatever. Because I wanted the group to like me more and think I was like interesting and think that like, oh, this guy with great hair likes you, so we like you. Even though they like me anyways already, but I just like, it's a bottomless pit. More. Ar. And nom 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 validation. And I was like, oh, if I were like, "Oh, do I wanna go on a date with the guy with the good hair?" I was like, "Oh, no, definitely not." Like, super no. First of all, he's, like, seems young. Second of all, he just no, like, no, I don't. And this continues in other areas of my life, like that older guy that I was telling you about when I first moved here.
Mhm.
Ultimately, I think he just gave me the ick, but there was like a vibe or a spark the first time that we were talking. I say spark with quotes as well, because I don't think it was a spark at all. I think I just liked the attention.
We've all been
And
there.
yeah, and I think that ultimately what I really, really want, and almost along the same lines of what are you not allowed to want, is like a really pretty girl to like me back who's good at makeup and fashion and, like, likes me. Like, that's what I want. But I feel like it's been on the list of you're not allowed to want for so long, not only because of the evangelical cult, but also because of the internalized homophobia, but also because of just like pretty girls don't like me in general. Whether, this is like a story that I'd say in my head,
Yeah.
whether I'm straight, bi, or gay, it doesn't really matter. It's almost like you aren't allowed to have like pretty girls or femmes like you because they're just out of your league socially or ethereally or like whatever the case may be. So that's how I feel. Go.
Thank you for sharing. Great thoughts. I think I have also been paying attention to my quote unquote attraction to men. I think I've been in a phase of trying to decenter men in general lately. And so I have been paying a lot more attention to my attraction, if it's there or not. And it is, but my sexual attraction to them is power related, and my romantic attraction to them is validation related. Now that I've been having some queer sex, I I realize how much I love it and
Ooh.
how much I'm maybe not so into heterosexual sex. And I just needed to have some great queer sex experiences to realize that. But I still have, now I'm blushing, I still have like some, like some moments of fantasy around like cis men, but I think when I really think about it, it's like my fantasy is like me having some kind of control over them using my body. And so it's like, it's not so much about like me being really into the experience for myself. It's more like I'm into them being into me and how that makes me feel. Whereas the queer sex experiences I've had have been like extremely different, like very much into the whole experience. And it just feels really right just like a very full, grounded, like embodied, present experience. And then when it comes to the my romantic quote unquote attraction to cis men, it's I think it's mostly daddy issues. Like
I
I
know,
want
man. I know.
I want them to tell me that I'm doing a good job. I want them to be proud of me.
Yep.
I want to be their muse.
Yep.
Like
Oh my God.
I want to I want to be taken care of even
Yep.
though when I'm actually in a relationship, a dynamic with a cis man, I'm like, stop telling me what to do. Like
Dad.
it's like, yeah, exactly. It's like I want them to take care of me in theory, but then once they start doing it, I'm like, back off, Buster. Like I can handle myself. I am very independent,
I
actually.
know. I think it's exactly the same thing. I know exactly what. Yeah, that was my thing too, where it was like when you have said like I just want like a cis man to like be my best friend. I'm like, oh, I think anytime I feel attraction, it's that feeling where I'm like, I just want you to validate my existence, like be my daddy.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just want you to tell me that I'm doing good and like that I'm like really smart and interesting and like believe in me and like see my potential and like
Yeah.
be my cheerleader and maybe pay for my life while I'm working it out. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
yeah, a dad. I would like a dad. I would like
Yeah.
one dad, please.
I was like, one dad, please. Yeah. And like, I don't know exactly what that means about my sexuality. I don't think I did sort of in the springtime, I did try on the lesbian label like half-heartedly a little bit. And I don't think that's right for me. I don't think I feel super connected to that label. And I think because my gender is wibbly wobbly and I don't identify as a cis woman, even though I, go throughout life totally fine with people, gendering me that way. I say totally most of the time. My gender
Totally.
my gender is wibbly wobbly and I like a lot of wibbly wobbly folks. Like
Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm not
Totally.
just into women, I'm also into the full spectrum of genders.
Anybody can be a witch. Anybody can be
Yes.
a
Anybody can be a witch. Anyone can win my heart. But,
1000%.
um, but I guess when it comes down to it, like I think I could fall genuinely in love with a cis man, but I feel like he would have to be like a really, 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 really special guy. And yeah, I think I could make it work, but I don't think that that's what I really want.
I just wonder if you would be attracted to him though.
I know, me too. Me fucking too at this point. Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't really know. I guess lately, honestly, the label that I have been feeling most connected to lately is just pansexual. I don't know. I feel pan. I do like the pun of like we're all dishes in the sink. I don't know. I just think that's cute and it does go kind of with my
Oh my
love of
God, that is such a
inclusivity.
pun. That is such a you pun.
Yeah.
We're all dishes in the sink. I had to think about that for a second. Oh my God.
It's a smart pun. It makes you think. I'm just kidding. Um,
Yes, because that's what I want with my jokes. Things that make me have to think rather than forget.
anyways, I feel like I really do have the capacity to fall in love with anyone, regardless of gender. But like right now, no cis men are really doing it for me. I don't know. Maybe people are screaming into their microphones right now, you're a lesbian. You're just attracted to, and like, meaning like, because some people
Yeah.
have different
Yeah,
definitions of
yeah.
lesbian. So mine would be like attracted to non-men or
Correct.
attracted to like non-cis men.
Oh boy. Yes. I think
Sorry, this my OCD may be jumping in here. So are
well,
you
I
getting
just don't
exhausted by my definition?
Well, not exhausted. I just don't think it really matters because I think it's like correct me if I'm wrong, but like, do you feel like you have to justify it? That like, are we getting into the justifying category at this point?
Maybe a little bit. Maybe it's jumped into that a little bit.
Just because it's like you like what you like, it doesn't have to be anything, and it can change. So, like, if last spring it was lesbian, and this winter it's pan, and next summer it's bi, all good in the neighborhood. It just depends on what you feel. And I think that's when it comes back to like sexuality is fluid, you know? So you get to be whoever you want to be, whenever you want to be, and fuck anyone, even if they're fake in your head, like, fuck those guys.
Got a lot of fake folks in my head arguing with me right now.
Yeah, like, oh my gosh.
That's loyal
Yeah.
kitty, folks.
And I honestly, I don't even feel like your sexuality has changed that much since the spring. I think it's just the way that you're framing it to yourself.
Did I get too heady?
No,
I like leaving room.
I
Room,
know.
room on the broom
Oh man.
for all the witches.
It just like triggers my own like I don't want to have to justify to anybody anything ever at any time. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
think that's like that was where my reaction was coming from, and I was just trying to reassure you that like fuck the people, real or imagined. If someone's pointing a gun to your head and they're saying, "What's your sexuality?" Um, th-
I feel like
th-
that. I feel it all the time.
that's a fake person. That's not a real person.
So
And
true.
if
Oh, there's 12 of them, by the way.
12 angry men.
12 angry men. I
Yeah,
was on a roll and I was starting to explain, but then what tripped me up was I said
I know.
lesbian, and then I was like, oh, but people have different definitions of
I
lesbian,
know.
so I should like
That's exactly when it started. No, I
that is
know.
that was the moment.
I know.
That was
Yeah.
the moment. That was the moment where I got out of my flow of explaining my
I know.
experience and I got into my head about I better make sure that I
Everybody's included.
include everybody in this
Yeah.
moment. Yeah.
No, I think we should keep this in because
I
I
know.
feel like
I knew you
this
were gonna say that.
because I just feel like I think that that happens
Often.
often, and I think it correct me if I'm wrong, but makes you feel less than when if you like for some reason don't include everyone, and it's like this is about you, not everybody. Fuck those people. Whomstever they are, fake or real.
No, I have been in my content creation lately. I have been trying to remind myself that like the people that want to watch me will watch me and the people that don't want to won't. And like
They
I
don't.
don't have to at every moment include every single person in the world.
No,
Because
because
then
it's
because then
yeah.
I'm not for anyone, really.
Exactly. Exactly.
Yeah. So I'm starting to learn that a little bit, I
I
think.
don't again, I don't think that you're doing anything wrong or anything like that. It just seems stressful.
Yeah. It is stressful in my brain. It's very stressful sometimes. The 12 Angry Men. Actually, they're
I
very
just
diverse. There's like there's a lesbian in there. There's a gay guy. They're all mad at me. Everybody's mad at me, Annie.
I know.
I probably could just call myself queer and just call it a day, but
Which you do often.
I do. But I also like pan. I really like pan these days. I don't know. I'm just feeling pan. It's my pan
Cool.
era.
Cool, man. I'm here for it. I'm here for all the eras. They're
All the
all basically the same era.
eras. They just have different names.
It's just like what label are we gonna call it today?
It's because of the 12 Angry Men.
No, I was gonna say, like, I feel like each era is pandering to a different angry man inside your
Different
head.
brands.
Yeah,
Wow. That's very insightful.
that's what I do.
Well, thank you for knowing me, Annie,
Of
and
course.
cutting through the bullshit and knowing what my knowing who I am.
No, I mean, like, I'm. okay, this is my own little spiral, but, like, I hope no one's like, "Oh, Annie's so impatient." They don't know how many times we've talked about this over and over and over again. So,
We've
I
had
feel like
many conversations about it.
it's just been probably hundreds, and it's not that I feel like you're doing anything wrong, it's just that I want you to feel liberated from the 12 Angry Men, that's all it
Yeah.
is. I just know so well when they start to put that gun to your head, and I just want you to be like, "I can be free. You have Smeagol is free," you
I
know?
told them to go away, precious, and
Just
away they go. Oh my god. I feel
exactly.
like Smeagol sometimes in
I
my brain.
mean, listen, me too. I feel like we all have that, like, I do too. I also talk to the voices in my head for sure, you know?
Yeah, and then sometimes I'm like, which is really wild, but sometimes I'm like, well, if I say that I'm not attracted to cis men, they might be offended and not want to be my friend. Which is
Oh,
actually
yeah.
probably true often,
You know,
which is part of the
correct,
problem.
correct. No, I actually, so I was thinking about this because of the guy who asked me out at the gym while I was doing hip thrusts. He
Right.
and I told him I was a lesbian, which is what prompted this entire conversation
Yeah.
offline and
Mhm.
why we took it online. And I told him I'm a lesbian. Whether that changes down the road or not is none of his business. He knows what I told him, which is I'm a effing lesbian. And his first reaction was, "Oh, we're part of the same team." And then of course tried to dap me up and like I don't know how to do it. So like I just
Oh, he didn't. That's classic. That's literally they all say, "Oh, I like women too."
correct.
I've had a man in a queer club, in a
Yeah.
gay club tell me
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. 1,000%. And I was
Like,
like,
what are you doing
yeah,
here,
yeah.
bro? First of all. Okay.
I know. I know. And I was thinking about what kind of conversations we might have, fantasizing into the future of how I would have to keep my boundaries with this guy if I do try to make a promo video for his gym shit. And he I feel like the key to this is they don't care what sexuality you are as long as they feel like they have some kind of access to your body. Meaning, this guy is going to ask me about all of my sexual experiences, if I'm attracted to women, what kind of sexual experiences I've had, what kind of women I'm attracted to, and then try to get into my dating life and give me tips and tricks and learn about my sexual life basically. And this has happened to me many times in the past with men. Once I've told them that I'm into women or I'm gay or I'm not interested into them, it's like they're they don't like it, but they're going to hang on to still somehow get some kind of power or control over my body and my sexuality. And I just find that disgusting.
Indeed, very disgusting. Okay, when I was talking to Annie on the phone when she ran into this guy, and Annie was like, "Oh, hang on, Ellie. I hear their conversation and it's like about the gym." And so then when Annie's like, "Okay, I'll see you later," and the conversation ends, I ask, "Is that a gym buddy?" And in my head, I was thinking, "Does he want to fuck?" But I didn't say that because I thought to myself, "Okay, Ellie, let's be open-minded. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt." And
Yeah. Gym buddy.
come to find out, yes, he absolutely wants to fuck. He actually he actually hit on you at the hip thrust machine, which is like very, very on the nose. And it's just why are they so predictable? That's what I want to know. Why are they so
It's like,
predictable? Why do they not care
yeah,
how obvious and cringe they are?
you're cringe.
And
Yes.
why why are they so lonely? why are they okay with being so lonely that they're not willing to have genuine friendships with women if they can't fuck them?
For
It's
the
just
people
so
in the back.
it's so disappointing. And that's why like I really value the men that I do have friendships with, but I'm also a little suspicious of them, and I'm hoping that the other shoe is not going to drop at some point. You know what I mean? I'm
I
like,
know what you
you
mean.
better not. You better
I know.
not. And
I
I
know.
know this is like a very like universal, unfortunately, very tale as old as time, but it's just such a bummer, you know? It's such a
Such a
bummer.
fucking bummer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And even when that guy was talking to me about the gym, he like at first was like happy. And then he was like almost a little pouty. Like he was like, yeah, I'm gonna go for a walk. Like he was like a little pouty. And I was like, why do I feel bad? And it's like, oh, I know why. Because this motherfucker is pouting around me because I told him I'm gay.
Yeah, that's
You're pouting
wild.
as if your pouting is gonna turn me back.
Like, oh, okay, I guess I'll sleep with you.
Oh,
Mm, poor,
yeah,
poor
right,
little boy.
exactly. Like, oh, I guess you're sad and you're gonna go for a walk. I guess I will. Oops, your dick fell into me. Like, ew, no. Ugh,
Exhausting.
exhausting.
Yeah.
You're not original. You're not cute.
Yeah. Yes.
But I've triggered everyone who's still listening.
It
Ellie, it's been a blast talking to you.
has been a
Thank you
blast
for
talking.
filling me in about California. Super excited for you.
Thank you for filling me in on New York. I hope you enjoy your very cozy New York day over there because you told me it was storming outside.
Yeah. We are gonna cozy it up here.
Nice. And I've given you content to
I
cozy up
can't wait for you
with.
to watch.
Thank you so much for watching and or listening. I'm signing off from California.
And I'm signing off from New York. We love you guys.
Thanks for watching. Appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye. Just kidding.
Definitely keep that in there, please.